everyone. What's up? It's been forever since I've done a YouTube video, and I'm sorry about that. It's just there's this thing I like to do called procrastination. It's kind of... Anyways, so what I'm going to talk to you guys about is my favorite top 10 books of 2014, and I know it's kind of late, but the first video I did kind of didn't turn out right, so let's get started. Oh, P.S. I'm in my pajamas. Pajama party, yes! Anyways, I'm gonna try to keep this video short, so let's go. So, first book that I want to talk to you guys about today is We Were Liars. Can you see it? If you can see it, I hope. So this book is about a girl who's she's kind of damaged in a way, and so every summer she goes to see her family and her friends, and she's like has this thing for a boy named Gat, and so she hangs out with him all summer, but then she realizes something that's been haunting her, and she can't really remember everything, and so she has to work her way, and nobody's telling her anything. So it's like a mystery to her, and it's like there's this beautiful family and they're trying to be good and perfect and everything like that, but really they're anything but perfect. We Were Liars was by E. Lockhart. I gave that a 5 out of 5 definitely. Next book is The Ring and the Crown. This book was really good. So this book is about two girls. One who is not so perfect and trusting or beautiful, and then there's another one who is beautiful and just interesting. And so one of these girls is destined to become like the queen and soon of her entire realm, if you could say. And so she doesn't want anything but that, but what is she gonna do? And then there's another one who's kind of like mysterious, and she has a lot going on for her, and she's kind of not seen as important because of where she's from. So it's like they're two different girls. Are they friends? I think they're friends. I don't know. It's been forever. And so they have to kind of figure out what's going to happen to them. Yeah. And it's by Melissa De La Cruz. The Ring and the Crown I give a 4 out of 5. So yeah. Next book is Black Ice by Becca Fitzpatrick. If you haven't read Hush Hush by Becca Fitzpatrick, you need to read that first before you go to Black Ice, because they're both good, and Hush Hush I definitely recommend to the bottom of the bottomless pit. That didn't even make sense, but I recommend it and you should read it. So Black Ice is about two girls. One, her name is Brittany, and she wants to go hike the mountains, and she's going with her friends, and so they're hiking, but they're driving actually up the mountain trying to get to this lodge, and all of a sudden their car stops. So they have to walk through the snow, and it's snowing really bad. It's snowing here too. And so they have to find shelter, and they do. But then these two mysterious guys, they kind of start to threaten her because they want her to get them off the mountain. But she's very clever, so she has to do that while also protecting her friend, who's also kind of annoying, so I don't like her. And she's like one of my annoying characters that I did not like. And they have to work their way to get to safety without being threatened to death, if I should say. Yeah, but I recommend it. Of course, I recommend all these top 10 books, but Becca Fitzpatrick is an amazing author, and she's one of my favorite authors. So I give that a 10 out of 10. I'm going to skip 5 out of 5 because I like this book so much, and it's Becca Fitzpatrick, so why not? Anyways, I really loved it, and I loved it. I'm not going to say anything else. The Selection series by Kiera Cass, and I love this. There's 3 books in the series. Actually 4. May 5th, 2015, there's one coming out, and it's about a girl named America Singer who gets put into a selection of 35 girls who have to win the heart of Prince Maxim of LA. Yeah, okay, yeah, of the kingdom kind of realm. There's also kind of 8 caste systems actually, and the 6th one is where America belongs to, which is all the music. It's like kind of like they're workers, so they're not really wealthy and everything. But she signs up to be a part of the selection, and she's chosen. But she has her own plans for why she's gonna like stay there. So, you know, be prepared for that. I give this one a 5 out of 5. I give that one a 5 out of 5. I give the Elite probably a 4 out of 5. It's the 2nd book. The one I give out a 5 out of 5 because I love that book so much. Those kind of combined into my top 10 books is The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. And this book is about a girl who wakes up with no memories of what happened to her. She's in this accident, and so her family feels that it's necessary to move to Florida, where she also meets this gorgeous, beautiful boy named Noah Shaw. He's so beautiful. And she realizes that things are not looking up for her, and mysterious things happen every day. And then she has this mysterious boy wanting to follow her, and just, he likes her, I think. I'm pretty sure. Duh. I mean, he's hot. He sounds hot in my mind at least. She's afraid of what's happening to her, and she just she can't control it. And so her family's worried about her, and she just doesn't know what to do, so. But, you know, it's a tough decision. And then there's like the typical mean people, and I hate them too, so I don't like them. They're annoying and work. So I do not have the first book of the Vampire Academy. There are 6 books in the Vampire Academy, and the first book is about a girl named Rose Hathaway, who recently comes back with her best friend, who she's also guarding. It's like, she's like kind of she's working her way to be a guardian. She's like half human, half vampire, and so she has to work her way to protect her friend, who is Lisa, and she's the last of her kind, her family, and so she's the one that's most worthy and protected of. And then there's the bad people, the real bad vampires, Strigoi. They're called Strigoi, and they're the real bad vampires who like to feed on people, actually. So there's this big whole school, and I would love to go to the school. Oh my gosh, it sounds amazing. And so she has to protect her friend while also meeting this really cute trainer of hers. Vampire Academy, well, so far, since I haven't finished the 5th and 6th book, but so far all together, I give it probably a 4.3 out of 5. Yeah, it's really good. Read it. Vampire Academy is by Michelle Reed as well. So, yeah. Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. This is a crazy book. Like, it's screwed up with my head. And there's this man named Nick Dunn who finds that his wife disappears on their 5th anniversary. Amy Elliott, or whatever you want to call her. And so the police think that it's Nick. Secrets. There's this secrets going on. And there's like Amy's journal, and then Nick, and then a whole bunch of crazy crap. And I actually went to see the movie while I was still reading this, but the movie is so good. The book is just as good. It's amazing, and I give it like probably a 4.5 out of 5. It's amazing. And so there's like, everybody's trying to figure out what happened to Amy and everything like that. People think that Nick is responsible and that Nick killed her and everything, and so they're trying to find out who the true, real murderer of this woman is. And so, yeah, you should read it and then go watch the movie. This book is really long, actually. It's not long, but small. So yeah. Shatter Me series. by Tahereh Mafi. It is so good, and you should read it because I don't even know. I'm not even gonna tell you what it's about because you just need to go in for it yourself. There's Shatter Me, Unravel Me, and then 2 combinations of novellas, which is into Unite Me, and it's called Destroy Me, and then there's Fracture Me. But anyway, Shatter Me is about this girl named Juliet who's very dangerous. Well, I'm just gonna tell you anyway. Who's dangerous, and the reestablishment, who are these people who control everybody, are trying to use her for their own reasons. But she doesn't want to. And so she's gonna have to fight for her life. And it's just an emotional roller coaster. And the French kiss. So, I'm gonna read you this little blurb. Here's everything I know about France. Amélie and Moulin Rouge, the Eiffel Tower, and the Arc de Triomphe. And I'm moving to Paris for a year, to boarding school, alone. So if that doesn't summarize it for you, I don't know what will. This is by Stephanie Perkins. There's also 2 other books, Lola and the Boy Next Door, and Isla and the Happily Ever After, and it all combines into like the ending, and it's crazy. And I read this book while I was in in Europe, reading it before I went to Paris so I could know a lot, and it was so gorgeous and romantic. And so she meets friends at the boarding school, and while she's leaving her family and everybody behind, and she also meets this boy who's also smart and gorgeous, and can I just have him please? And so it's like romantic, of course. It's like Paris, the city of love and lights. So yeah. I give this book a 5 out of 5, but I give Lola and the Boy Next Door probably a 4 out of 5, and then Isla, I give it a 4. I mean, those 2 were okay. I really liked Anna really like a lot more. Isla was good though. My last 10 book that I will save for last is Snow Like Ashes by Sarah Rosh. I give this book an 1,000 out of 1,000 and billion beyond. Okay, so I will read you this because I don't know how else to perfectly explain it to you. So 16 years ago, the Kingdom of Winter was conquered and its citizens enslaved, leaving them without magic or a monarch. Now the Winterians' only hope for freedom is the 8 survivors who managed to escape and who have been waiting for the opportunity to steal back Winter's magic and rebuild the kingdom ever since. Orphaned as an infant during Winter's defeat, Mira has lived her whole life as a refuge, raised by the Winterians' General Sir. Training to be a warrior and desperately in love with her best friend and future king, Mather, she would do anything to help Winter rise to power again. So when scouts discover the location of the ancient locket that can restore their magic, Mira decides to go after it herself. Finally, she's scaling towers and fighting enemy soldiers just as she's always dreamed she would, but the mission doesn't go as planned. And Mira soon finds herself thrust into a world of evil magic and dangerous politics, and ultimately comes to realize that her destiny is not, never has been, her own. She is powerful. She will dominate you. She's like one of my top 10, 5, whatever, heroines, and you should read this book because I loved it, and it's beautiful. And now I'm going to have to wait till Ice Like Fire, October 13th, 2015. I need the cover. I need it. So anyways, I'm glad I got to do this video for you guys today, and make sure you comment, like, share. Follow me on Instagram. I'll put it below. Love you guys.